week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick.
Top of the morning, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Canelo Alvarez, Dimitri Bivol, and Eddie Hearn. Get this. Canelo turned down the catch weight and rehydration options for the Bivol fight, says Hearn. Canelo Alvarez apparently wants to make sure his victory over Dimitri Bivol will be free of any controversy. According to Alvarez's promoter Eddie Hearn, the Mexican superstar and current undisputed 168-pound champion rebuffed the idea of meeting Russia's Bivol at a catch weight for their scheduled 12-round light heavyweight bout May 7th in Las Vegas for Bivol's 175-pound WBA title. Hearn said a weight compromise could have easily been negotiated for, given Alvarez leverage as perhaps the greatest drawing power in the sport, at least in North America, but neither Alvarez nor his manager and trainer Eddie Reynoso were much interested in the idea. Quote, "You know that Canelo could have had a catch weight for this fight. Real easy, said Hearn. Dimitri Bivol is not a massive 175-pounder. He would have accepted anything from 171 and up. We've had these conversations with Eddie Reynoso and Canelo. Canelo always, and those guys, Eddie, no catch weight. If this is going to be for the 175-pound title, that's the way it's going to be." Let me counterpunch. Those are the words of Eddie Hearn, as we heard, and we also heard it's like, hey, we never asked for catch weights or rehydration clauses, but they're not doing it for this fight. Well, first of all, shout out to those guys for not doing it now, okay? But was that always the case with Canelo Alvarez? No, it was not. I mean, you had Canelo fighting at 155 for years, and he made other fighters come up because he just couldn't make the weight at 154. The whole controversy with Canelo Alvarez from 154 to 160 was the fact that he wanted Golovkin, which was the unified middleweight champion of the world at the time, to come down to a catch weight of 157. Okay, if he wanted to fight him, because his claim was he was not a middleweight. But then again, he was not a junior welterweight either. He had his own Canelo weight established. Okay, right? And before that fight happened, when he beat the piss out of weight-drained Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., he was at 164.5. Right? You can't make this up. Then he went to 168. No, then he fought Golovkin. Then he went to 168. Then he went to 175. And it was a fight where Kovalev fought Canelo Alvarez like at some type of quick turnaround, or it wasn't a long time before fighting. And when he beat him, he went back to 168, and and then he, of course, reigned at 168, taking every belt there. But for them and for Eddie to say, hey, Canelo Alvarez has never wanted a catch weight, is absolute, as you guys say over there, bollocks, right? I mean, because let's face it, man, Canelo Alvarez is the king of catch weights. He did that more than Manny Pacquiao did almost. And Manny did it a lot, but Manny had a reason. Manny was actually a legitimate smaller guy. Canelo is short, but he's not small. Okay, he's bigger than most guys. He's a stocky character. And a lot of people are astounded that he can carry this weight and punch so hard. No, the bastard's big anyway. He's in his 30s. He's a grown damn man, and I think at this point, he's established that I'm a grown-ass man now. When I say that, meaning that he's filled in. He can punch hard. He believes in his power, and I don't think he needs it now. Better late than never. You know, I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining, okay? Because Canelo Alvarez has had his share of weight drains and demands and all types of stuff, right, in the past. So for him to ever say it, maybe with Eddie Hearn, he probably have never heard it, right? But it's certain things that he made fighters do that they didn't want to do, okay? And weight and catch weights were one of them, you know? And Dimitri Bivol is a guy that, yeah, he would have took anything because Bivol would have fought him at 168. But that's not the point to fight him at 168. The point is to get his belt at 175. So at least Canelo Alvarez in this situation, in this case, is fair about everything across the board as far as weight gain goes. Okay, so good for him, right? And that makes it a better fight because at least that will be something that we do not have to talk about or to criticize. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn saying that he could have easily done that, you know, and that's really like, like, hey, yeah, I marked this price up. You know, I could have marked this price up in my store and mark it down and call it a sale, but I'm just going to keep it at the same price. That's what it reminds me of more so. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.